We are creating Monet's bridge with water lilies. So down here we have some water lilies and we also have a bridge with some background trees. I'm going to use my hand to measure for you guys so you guys can follow along as I measure out my area. Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So, I'm going to use my hand. I'm going to put my hand down. You guys are going to put your hand down at the edge of the paper, at the bottom right hand side of the paper. And you're going to mark where your middle finger, the top of your middle finger, you're going to do that on both sides. So left and right. Then from that area, from that mark you just made, you're going to use your pinky finger and you're going to put the bottom where the line starts and you're going to draw a line at the top of your pinky finger. And you're going to do that on both sides. At the bottom of your line, good. On the very edge of your paper, you're going to draw a line where your pinky ends. Let me see. Hold up your paper so I can see them.
I don't know. I don't get it. Like this? I don't get it. You have to do on the end. I need a new paper.
You're fine. Yours looks good. So like that, and then on both sides. Good. I see yours. Good.
Sit down.
So we're going to start here. Put your hand down.
2 minutes.
You're going to mark here and then up here.
Fabulous song.
Here and then up here. Now we're going to connect those dots, those lines that you guys created. You're going to connect them with an arc, like a rainbow. So the top, we're going to do the top two first. So we're going to go from one side, we're going to make a nice rainbow arc to the other side, just like that. And we're actually going to make it double, so we're going to give a little bit of space in between the lines. We're going to do that twice. So
Can we do the second line?
the second line is a little bit lower than the first line, but following the same arc.
I think I got that. I don't know. Is mine good?
Good. Good.
Can we do the next one?
Yes, you can do the next one when you're ready. So go ahead on the bottom. You're going to connect one line to the other with the same arc, like a rainbow. And the second line is going to be a little bit lower, but following that same path.
So it's like this. Like this. Like this. Is that like this?
A little bit more space.
I like yours, Tristan. You have a nice one.
No, I can't do it for you, but I can erase your line. Right. So you just need to have a little bit more space.
Like this? Like this?
So instead of the middle, good, good, good.
This is mine?
Yes.
I'm good. What are these dots? I like it. These are mine.
Leave some space in the middle. Here and then do the bottom
Oh,
two.
if like you're doing a nice job, say failure. I did it.
Okay, now we're going to use our hand again. This time we're going to use 3 fingers, starting from the right side of the paper. Everyone look up in case you get confused. So you're going to put your 3 fingers on the edge of your paper. And then you're going to draw a line where your pointer ends. So it should look like that. So go ahead and do that now.
I think
Archie.
that looks good. You mean like this?
Good. 1 second, Archie. I'm going to finish and then I'll come over there and help you. Then you're going to do it again. So right where you drew the line, that line you're going to put your hand, lay it down again where the line is.
I already did it.
And then draw another line against your pointer finger.
I can't see it.
So why we're doing this, we're using our hands so that they're equally spaced apart. So we're going to do that again until we get to the very edge. So we're going to put our fingers right where that line left off. And we're going to make another line along our pointer.
Like this?
Good.
Like this?
Very good.
I'm doing the nice way. I keep doing it.
And I'm going to do it 2 more times until I get to the very end.
I'm not to the end yet. It's weird. I'm almost. I'm done.
Now, look up when you're done, so I know that you're done.
It's supposed to look like this.
1 second. Now you're going to make those lines doubled. So you're going to draw a line next to it.
Exactly next to it.
Look up, if you're confused, look up and watch what I'm doing so that it can help you answer some of those questions.
Like this?
Now you're going to draw a line next to it so it looks like it's doubled.
Like this?
Guys, if you look up and look at the video, if yours looks like how I'm doing it, then yes, you are correct.
I got it.
Do you guys know how to make an H?
Yes.
How you draw a line between?
Yes.
So that's what we're going to do with our bridge. We're going to draw a line between the posts that we just made. So look up before you do it in case you're wondering. Draw a line between each of those lines that we made.
Like this? Like that? Like this? I don't know if I made too much.
Look up if you don't know. That's why I'm doing it on the screen so that you guys can check and see if you're doing it correctly.
I'm doing it correct.
Good.
Look at mine.
And now, what do you think we're going to do to that line? You think we're going to double it? Yes, we are. So we're going to draw a line below it so that it looks like it's doubled.
Now it looks better. Look at mine.
Good.
Okay, now I'm done. You like mine? You like mine, guys? You like mine? I like mine. But wow. St. Patrick's Day, I gave that to my friend Xander. Because I gave him a free one.
Well, I was in your studying to cry. Asking you.
Now you have to make another one under it. That looks good, yes.
Oh, fun. Do you like mine?
Feel
You like mine? You like mine? Oh, let's set it up.
Good job, Brenna. Good job.
Kobe Bryant? Look at my paper set it up.
Very nice. You guys are doing an excellent job.
Basketball player.
I know.
Good job. Very nice.
I like mine.
I love it. Good job. Judy, yours looks nice. Very nice. So, Max, when I talked about up here,
Yes, I did it.
you don't have a lot of space here, so you're going to draw more of a really thin. Okay? So now, we're going to draw Everybody look up so that you're not distracted.
Turn away.
Put your paper down, please.
Turn away. I can't even see it. You covered everything. You just did. Yeah, but you moved. That's why.
Jeremy,
This
please
is
sit down.
0 hours and 10
Look up. Underneath the bridge, you have some space. We are going to draw an organic line. So remember, it's not going to be straight. It's going to be free flowing. We're going to draw it underneath. So you can draw, it doesn't have to look exactly like mine. Just a free flowing line. It doesn't have to be straight. It can have some curves to it.
I tried to copy off of it. I'm trying to be like this.
Very nice.
I think mine is too far.
Okay, on the left side, you guys know the left and your right. You guys know that. You can use your hands again. Shh. Please listen. You're going to put your hand on your left side and you're going to draw a little mark showing how much space to leave. So however thick your hand is, you're going to leave that much space. So put a mark by your pinky. Go ahead and do that now. Jeremy, do that now. Archie, do that now.
My pinky's on the bridge.
Your pinky's on the bridge. I think we're using opposite hands because I'm left-handed, so that might be why you're confused.
Me too.
So you're going to use your pointer. I'm left-handed, so I'm sorry if I confused you.
Yeah, I'm right. Me too.
I'm left too.
I'm right. I'm left. I'm right. Because you guys.
This area is where we're going to draw our next organic line. Again, it's going to be free-flowing, so it doesn't have to be straight. But it does have to go behind the bridge, so it's not going to overlap the bridge. The bridge is overlapping the background. So draw a nice free-flowing line behind it.
Oh, this is the square. That's the sky. That's the vine.
You don't have to.
That's the sky. That's the vine. That's the sky. That's the vine.
The other one, they start a little bit
You're
more.
supposed to do it under the bridge. That's odd.
When you're finished, look up so I know that you're ready for the next step. That's okay.
13.
It's going to be longer if you guys don't focus. If you focus, it'll go faster. And then we can start with the oil pastels. But let's focus and finish our drawing first. So I'm going to use my pointer again. I'm going to use the length of my pointer. And I'm going to draw a mark where my pointer ends. So I started from the free-flowing line right here. This is where I started my pointer. I put my pointer down, and then I drew a little line where it ends. So I know where my next line is going to start. You can use whatever hand you're not drawing with. You don't have to use the same hand as I am. You put your finger where your free-flowing line starts. Right here is where I'm pointing. If you look up, this is where my free-flowing line starts, right? I'm going to put my pointer there, and then I'm going to put a mark where my pointer ends. This is a way that you can use for measuring. You're measuring out your paper. Good. From that mark, you're going to draw the other side of your background. So they could be trees. We'll call them trees. So we're gonna go, this time we're gonna go in and then back out. And we're gonna go down and connect to the water. So it's like a wavy line. Good job.
Like this? Over the bridge?
Good job. Behind the bridge, please. The bridge is always going to be in front. It's in the front of the paper. Good.
When you do something, it's not going to be like on top of it.
Good. So overlapping is the word that we learned last year, right? Overlapping.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Look at mine. Why do pictures not on here?
In our water, now is the fun part. We're going to draw some water lilies. I'm going to show you on the back of this how to draw it. I'm going to show you nice and big so you can see it. So a water lily, do you guys ever know, did you ever play Pac-Man? No? Okay.
A little bit.
So some people may have, some people may not.
A little bit. 16.
So what we could do, look up here. It's like a C. You make a C and then you go in like a triangle. It kind of, if you've seen Pac-Man, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes, I did. Lily pad. I saw the movie. Me too. Lily exists.
And then on top of the lily pad is a flower. The flower can look like this. It looks like a tulip. I don't know if you guys know what tulips look like. It's actually, if you draw a W like that and connect the W with a U, that'll be a flower.
Okay, could we wait for me. How many Pac-Mans? How many Pac-Mans?
They're gonna be small. I just showed you big so that you can see what it looks like. You can draw as many as you like, but keep in mind that every one that you draw, you have to color. So I wouldn't do more than 15. 15 will be our limit.
I'll do 10. I'll do 1.
And you're gonna draw them just like you see in the example. You're gonna draw them nice and small.
Back or front? I'll make 7. Why are you making Pac-Man?
If you need a more example, you can look up. I'm doing them right now.
I'm gonna make about 5.
And they don't all have to be facing the same direction. If you want the
Battery. Did I make a flower?
beautiful. I'm gonna come around and check.
I'm about to do about 5. I'll do 5.
And now you can draw flowers on top.
That's how you gonna fit that in? If you do time. I'm doing weird. Guys, if you turn it like this, it looks like a U from my bag. Look at my Pac-Man.
Yay, I made 4.
I made 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said
That's the flower, yes.
I said
And then the lily pad is actually.
guys, the sign of the word is there.
Okay, 6 and 1 more.
Table fan goes, Leah. And that's our table.
That's you guys.
Yahoo! So, do we help?
You guys are gonna help Christina. So,
What?
and you can help pass out the oil pastels when we're ready. I'm actually gonna show you the oil pastels before I pass them out so that I have everyone's full attention. Oil pastels, the way we're using them today is how Monet used to paint. So Monet tried capturing the light of what he saw. So he was actually at this bridge when he made the painting, and he tried to capture the light that he saw. Did anyone ever go to the lake or see like a pool with the sun shining on it? Raise your hand if you've seen a body, like a water or a pool or a lake. Does the water, good, almost everyone. Does the water look like it's all blue or does it look like it's sparkling?
I see sometimes, like, I say my work
Good. So water is there's lots of reflections in water, and that's what he tried to copy, the light being reflected on the water. So how we're going to try to do that is by using lines in our artwork. So we're going to use lines. Instead of coloring like this, we're going to actually color with lines so it looks like water is being reflected. We're not going to color, you see how some of this looks like watercolor? We're actually going to use watercolor as well as pastel. So we're not going to cover everything. We're just going to space it out so that there's some white left too. So we're going to use blue, light blue, and white.
Like this?
I can't see, Jeremy, but you don't have the oil pastels. So
How do you see white?
you don't see it until you add the watercolor. And then when you add the watercolor, the white shows through.
Well,
You have to clean your white before you start, so go ahead and rub it against the back.
why do you have
Because the white is dirty with the other colors surrounding it, so you have to clean so that
That's what Jude
it
wants
looks more clean.
Jude.
So now you guys can see that it's clean,
kind of clean?
where before it was all covered. And then, once you're done, you're going to cover the front with white lines. This is the reflection of the...
I can kind of
What is it the reflection of?
the sun.
Good, the sun.
We're learning about the really doesn't grow. It's the sun reflected off of it. It's the sun doesn't move.
Wow, you guys are learning a lot. Is that
We're learning about moon and sun.
very good?
We look in the sky. We're learning about the stars too.
On the side, you're going to do the same thing with your greens. So you can use light green, dark green, and yellow for your background. Please don't cover the bridge with the greens. The greens only go in the background. So what color are we using for the bridge?
No, round and white and blue.
You can use brown if you'd like. The bridge will be up to you guys. If you want to use brown, you can use
It
brown.
has to be white and blue. Can it be pink?
I want it to be pink or purple. I like
Pink,
the
purple. No, we're gonna do orange and blue.
You have to use at least white for the bridge. So make sure you use white for at least one section. And if you want to do the bottom brown, I'll use brown just to show you an example of it. So I'm going to use this brown, reddish brown. It's like a red brown. I'm going to go ahead and use white for the top so that it stands out.
What if you accidentally do the whole big brown? White. That's okay. It's not really gonna show up because of the paper.
When you blend it with the brown, you'll see it's okay. You'll still see the brown. So I'm going over the bridge in my white.
I think it might be blue with mixed a little purple.
See, maybe you're right. We got it.
I'm going to make the bridge look like it's super old.
Good.
That's actually good.
Yeah. It's going to be better.
I want it to be.
I like your picture.
So thank you. I'm trying to go fast for you guys so you can color as well.
24 minutes.
I know. That's not very fast, is it? Alright, so the rest of that is white, and then everything around it I can do in colors. So am I leaving white space though?
No.
Think about it. Think about the water. You're going to leave white space all over, because what are we filling in the white space? What are we using? Good. Watercolor. We're going to use some watercolor in the inside. So we're just drawing with marks. And then last but not least, our lily pads can be green and purple.
Yes, green. Excuse me. Are you going to what one you painting?
Yes, but not today. Today I want you guys to get a chance to use the oil pastels. And then I also have a video for you to watch.
Wait, you mean I that's it right there?
It's a video of Monet. So it's not of me. Yes, it is. Alright. Good luck with your drawing.